changes.
Hey guys, this is Dinosaur D123 here, coming at you with another video. So today we're going to be discussing my first impressions and opinions of Monarch's Reign, the new DLC that came out, and the new Titan Monarch, as well as the other rebalances that happened with this last patch. So first, getting into Monarch, Monarch is absolutely incredible. I'm very happy with how Monarch was brought into the game. I don't think Monarch is overpowered, but she is most definitely game-changing. I'm loving the aggressive builds that she can have, as well as the support build, and the ordnance build is a ton of fun. She is very versatile in that she can fill various different roles in many different play styles, depending on how you design your kits to do so, and your build and core skill tree in that. Very happy with Monarch. Ton of fun, definitely give her a try. Really happy with it. So next we're gonna discuss my opinion on Relic. Relic has always been my favorite Titanfall map. Relic is absolutely incredible for Titan play, for Last Titan Standing, for pilots. It's just an all-around greatly designed map, very well balanced, and very good for encouraging map control and taking advantage of certain positions to really get the true benefit from your Titan and from your pilots and all of that. Very happy with the map, and I also think that it was very well incorporated in Titanfall 2, much more so than Colony, because this map doesn't necessarily cater to the G2 or Devotion rooftop camping playstyle. So again, I'm very happy with Relic. By far my favorite Titanfall 2 map, and I think it's just all around made the game much better, and it's also coming into the map rotation often, which I'm also happy about. So when it comes to the Titan Primes, I think Tone's Prime is currently working properly, and I really like the execution. But for the Ronin Prime, I'm very frustrated that the audio cue for the execution is still bugged. It has the wrong audio cue at the moment, so I'm hoping that Respawn will fix that soon. I really love the animation, I just wish that the audio worked properly. They also added that new Pilot Hunter, or the new Titan Hunter Tier 2 pilot kit, and I could see myself using that in Attrition. I thought that it would work with the Titan core meter for building your core up faster when getting kills. Unfortunately, it does not. And I really do wish it would, though. It'd be nice to see more kits that would benefit in LTS and Titan Brawl in that, but that's okay. More banners is always nice. I'm just really loving the gameplay with this new patch. Everything is shifting into a new meta, into a new playstyle, into a new way to incorporate teamwork and coordination, and I think it's just wonderful. You could be going around, for example, with a Legion, and Legion could be having the job of holding down the center of Relic, and his job is just to anchor that position and refuse to budge and keep holding that position as long as possible. Meanwhile, you have a support build Monarch who is feeding your Legion overshields to keep him alive longer so that he can do his job properly. Or you have a Ronin that's near doomed, or you are doomed and you have low health, and he has a sword core ready. So you could fill Ronin with a quick overshield and then also buff him while he's coring to keep him alive longer, help your partners to be more successful. The Monarch just really makes the game very well incorporated, and also is very good at managing enemy Ronins. Monarch absolutely destroys Ronins, even without getting any cores active. Monarch can just lay into Ronin and just like fill Ronin with damage and just absolutely destroy him. It's a pretty even matchup when it comes to not having the cores, but Ronin is gonna feel every minute of trying to kill that Monarch, and the Monarch can just stack health and just do some serious damage even through sword block, which is really impressive. I think Monarch will do a good job of keeping Ronin in check in the game on top of the North Star. So between Monarch and North Star, it's going to be really good. A lot of people are having the opinion that Monarch is currently overpowered. I keep seeing that in my comment section. I completely disagree. I think Monarch seems overpowered because it's hard to kill Monarch when there are so many Monarchs on one team and on the other. So no team has damage output. You put a Legion on that team, or 2 Legions, and regardless how many Monarchs you have, you're going to get smoked just because Legion just decimates Monarch for damage. And so Monarch seems overpowered not because Monarch's OP, but because Monarchs aren't dying because the enemy team doesn't have, isn't setting up to counter or to build up, use Titans that actually have good damage output to combat it. And Monarch out of position just absolutely gets shredded. I think Monarch is very solidified into the game, into a good balance already. There could be some minor tweaks here and there, but happy nonetheless. I don't think the OP argument is necessary, especially when you're considering that, oh, Monarch is really OP when she gets all 3 of her upgrade cores. But you gotta consider, Monarch got 3 cores, and she is now this beast if she still has a lot of health. Well, consider or compare that to the equivalent of 3 sword cores, or 3 smart cores, or 3 laser cores, or 3 salvo cores, or flight cores. I mean, Monarch's doing a crap ton of damage with her primary, but it's matching that of what 3 sword cores would feel like in your face, with higher burst damage and quicker to the kill. Whereas Monarch is built around survivability, supporting the team, or doing long-term damage. So I think Monarch is in a good place with her cores. I don't think her cores need a nerf. I really don't think she's overpowered because of her cores, because like I said, she's going to get her cores, and if she survives for a long time, she's going to benefit like crazy. And she's going to be a godly killing machine if she goes with the aggressive route. But at the same time, you're sacrificing the possibility to have like another Titan and get 3 cores, so like 3 sword cores or laser cores that can instantly kill 1 to 2 full health Titans and just absolutely shred an opponent. So I don't have any real complaints for Monarch being an OP of sorts. I'm also happy that you can now execute through shields. This also helps to keep Ronin more in check in the game. Ronin's getting Doom slightly more often, Ronin's getting Doom more often because of the Monarchs, and also now that they're Doom during Sword Core is more limited so that Ronin isn't so overbearing all the time. But Ronin is still more than viable, and Sword Core is still possible to get some hits in between your arc waves and using your phase properly in that. So Ronin is more risky to play, so you have to play more smart, and so you can't just kind of rush in with 5 Ronins and decimate people the way you did, because even if you're getting overshields, you're still being ripped. So I'm happy with the changes for that and how that indirectly nerfs Ronin. The core percentage reduction, or the core gain that you're getting from damage to Titans being reduced slightly, barely noticeable. I'm also happy with that. It's you get 0.07, or you get 0.70% core, or you get like for every 1,000 damage you do, you get 7% core instead of 7.5%. So it's really not so bad. I'm also happy with the majority of the pilot changes. I think that the nerf to tech kill was necessary because it just makes phase shift far too good in my opinion. The carbine damage is unnecessary but hardly noticed. I'm happy that the flatline was nerfed, but maybe reduce the aim assist on it, please. Like, the aim assist is just absolutely ridiculous. There just were a bunch of great pilot changes with this patch. I'm just sad that there wasn't change to the G2. The G2 upsets me, but you know, that's just kind of how it is. I think that this patch brought the devotion closer to where it needs to be, which is also good. And my favorite secondary, the Mozambique, got a slight buff for the suppressor damage, so maybe I'm gonna give that a try. That could be a little bit more decent now. Getting on to another topic that a lot of people have been controversial about is the changes to Ion. And I could not be happier that Ion got nerfed. I think it was more than necessary. Unfortunately, the 0 point bug is still a thing. They really need to get on that and fix that. but the laser shot still does 1200 damage. There's a half to 1 second delay in between laser shots so that you can't instantly double tap for ridiculous amounts of burst damage. Very happy with this. So laser shot does 200 damage less than before and 300 damage less with crits. Still really powerful. I mean, 2 laser shots is still 2400 to 3600 damage. Very, very powerful still. And yet it's not so overbearing that you would always pick that over Northstar. And the laser core, the Grand Cannon laser core, still does 13,000 damage. For the people that are saying Ion is worthless because nobody's using Ion, so it must be bad, you really need to check the numbers for what's going on with Ion, because the laser shot still hurts, and the Grand Cannon laser core will still doom a Legion from full health, so I don't see where Ion is so bad where she was god tier before. She's really not terrible. And it's just... I just don't get the complaint of Ion is broken. Like, did you even check your facts on Ion? Because I did, and I don't see anything wrong with it. The Grand Cannon core is still powerful. The laser shot build is still viable. The splitter rifle still is decent damage output and great if you're running refraction lens. And there's just really no problems with Ion. The double tap within 0 milliseconds of each other was silly. And the 1 second delay allows people to react a little bit to possibly avoid that extra damage with it being hit scan. So great job, Respawn. Very happy with the Ion changes, and I think the people that are complaining that Ion is ruined simply haven't even checked to see what it does now. So I think people should really kind of relax about that. Like, the hate on Ion and how it's underpowered now is silly. It really is. I think it's just people overreacting. So I'm also really happy with Crash Site. I haven't played it much in public games because I've been playing Titan Brawl so much, because I absolutely love Titan Brawl, but I like the changes to maybe improve the pilot movement and give pilots more options. I also saw Titan Brawl added to the private match lobbies on the day of release right at the start. But unfortunately it was bugged. So there was Titan Brawl in the playlist. You were able to select it and start your match, but you spawned as pilot, so it wasn't working properly. I'm really hoping Respawn will fix this soon, because I want to see Titan Brawl in private matches. I want to see it in competitive. That would be absolutely fantastic, and I still hope that they'll consider putting it in public games permanently. But if it's at least in private matches, then that would suffice for at least for now. So that would just be nice. Overall, a really great patch. If anything, I'm just sad that there wasn't more changes being made. Monarch feels great. Like I said, all the Titans seem a lot more balanced, other than Scorch, who is still underpowered. So hopefully Respawn will show Scorch some love soon. But the patch is great. This is by far the best DLC that they've added to this game. So far, I just could not be happier. Like I said, just please give me Titan Brawl, and then I'll change my mind and say that's my favorite. But for now, great job, Respawn. Awesome patch. Definitely check out Monarch's Reign. Absolutely fantastic DLC. Give Monarch a try. Check out the new Ronin Prime and Tone Prime executions. They're really cool. Those animations will hopefully be fixed soon. And look at Ronin Prime. Look at that sword. Tell me that is not incredible. Like, that thing, Ronin is just a beast. So, again, great job, Respawn. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section. Would love to see what you guys have to say about this patch. And thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys.